favors for folks in the past. Will it do it once again here as the gate is down on this one? Oh, Gage Brown not getting a good jump out of the gate, but I'll tell you what, he's good line coming on the outside. Watch, see where he ends up at the end of lap number 1.
There's a lot of hair flowing from the back of that helmet, a la Damon Bradshaw, the rider out front. Brayton Craiglow out of Panama City Beach, the spring break capital of the world on that Yamaha. But the number 44 has other plans. Who is that number?
Nolan 44.
Ford. Nolan Ford. So Nolan Ford on the 44 in the 10 Commandments. But it's Brayton Craiglow, number 29. Brayton Craiglow with the whole shot. And Nolan Ford with the hair flowing, that blonde hair out of Fairfield, California. Making hay while this Tennessee sun shines right down on that blonde hair. They call them toe heads. As Rodney is eating mashed potatoes that have been there for a good 8 hours.
Nobody else is going to eat them.
Get in there, man. They'll eat anything. We were walking through the pits last night. Jason Wygant grabbed a funnel cake that was just randomly sitting out in the wet, damp air. 10 o'clock at night, just scooped up a piece of that, smashed it down his throat. Delicious.
No way.
Swear to God, that was a true story. He'll tell you about it. Randy from Michelin, he saw it go down. He goes, "You won't eat that." And Weege goes, "Oh, I will eat that." And it was delicious. He sure did. I watched it. Nothing goes left behind. Still Nolan Ford on the 44 machine. It's a lot of hair for a young man. Very confident. Nolan Ford, 10 years old, been growing that hair for 9 of those 10 years. Cool name, Nolan Ford.
Yeah, I like that.
So there he is, up and over. The big tabletop clears it, no sweat.
Rolling Nolan.
Brayton Craiglow, yeah, he's rolling right now. Brayton Craiglow will be credited with the whole shot. He's not quite in the number 2 spot or number 1 spot now. The number 4 now has shown up. It's Brayton Comerford now into the number 2 spot. Craiglow slips back a spot or 2. Nolan Ford, East Coast, West Coast. That's what you're looking at now. Comerford out of Fort Lauderdale, the old spring break capital of the world, and then Craiglow's Panama City has taken over that title. Galveston tried to sneak in there for a bit there on the Gulf Coast of Texas, but Panama City said, "Not today, bro. Not yet. As long as spring breakout's here, we're number 1." So it's the 44 of Nolan Ford. Brayton Comerford is second. Some usual suspects. Tace Morgan, you talked to Colt Martin earlier in the day as part of Andrea Lieb's squad of riders that are in the on-track school program. There's your guy, the number 50 of Maddox Timmerman. Tegan Andrews in the number 6 spot. Elliot Bosher is 7th. Travis Schneider 8th. Brayton Craiglow slips all the way back to 9th after getting the whole shot.
I've seen that happen a lot today. You know, either you're leading it after the whole shot or you drop to like 9th or 10th place on the first lap.
You come from 10th and you win it.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works. So we'll see if Nolan Ford can fight off all comers. He's got Comerford and Tace Morgan vying for that number 2 spot. You guys better settle that because Nolan Ford's starting to slip away.
Comerford is right there, and 0.8 of a second is what it said, and then you got Tace Morgan, like you said, right there as well. So some good battling going on as far as the front runners are concerned. Here we go into the Storyland, out of the red zone, if you will, into Storyland now, and what kind of stories will be told in this one as Comerford is starting to see that gap open up. I mean, he was right there on the rear wheel, Kevin Kelly, but now Nolan Ford has really laid it down. Nolan is rolling once again.
Rolling. Nolan. He is cruising out here. Rolling Nolan Ford Fairlane out front. We can go all day here.
Elliot Bowsher, we just got a glimpse of him on the gas at 53. That's a rider I think we might want to keep an eye on through this one. He was about 0.7 of a second behind Andrews in that 6th place position and about 3 or so seconds behind Timmerman in the number 5 spot. So this could get interesting as he is rolling up right now on, I believe that is Tegan Andrews that he is putting the pressure on, but we'll see here as we get a little closer to this finish line as we head with our leaders now through the...
They're right in front of us, the 44. There's Ford. And then here comes the number 80 of Tace Morgan. He has gotten into the number 2 spot, so Morgan jumps up into the number 2 spot, gets around Brayton Comerford. So Tace Morgan going to take a shot at Nolan Ford. Where is Tace from? The number 40 machine, is that what he's on? Number 80.
there.
From Utah. I thought he was from Utah. So Tace Morgan from Utah in the number 2 spot. On that Mormon-back Utah KTM ride. High T's there. Nolan Ford, your leader out front. He's led it pretty much from the get-go. Didn't get credited with the whole shot, but he was able to get around Brayton Craiglow. I'll just combine this name. Brayton Craiglow. And found himself out front. A good ride for this young man. Nolan Ford through the 10 Commandments. He's got some style. He's a big, tall kid on the 65. Calls Fairfield, California home, sponsored by Flow Vision, California Paintworks Connection, CP Racing, Dunlop, Dr. Suspension, DRS Suspension maybe? Man.
Timmerman up to 4th place now as he might be working on Comerford's 3rd place position unless Comerford was able to get back on the throttle after the little mishaps there on lap number 2. Get them all sorted out here again as our leaders making their way by the camera heading into the waterworks. There is Comerford now, your 3rd place ride at last check, and there is the 47 of Colt Martin. I didn't see the 50. Was he just ahead of Comerford there, possibly in that 3rd place position? But Colt Martin is right there in the mix of things aboard the 47, so that one's getting pretty exciting from back 3rd, 4th, 5th place positions. There's the number 4 again. 47 Martin, and I believe that's Boucher right behind them, the 53 machine, as we head into the heart of this one.
And Gage Brown, remember, he was way on the outside, so probably didn't get a great gate pick, so he's having to do some work. Gage Brown just inside the top 10 has worked his way around the whole shot artist of Brayton Craiglow.
Nolan Ford, Tace Morgan making their way through. And I believe that is still Braden Comerford in 3rd. I don't know why.
He got a new leader, I believe.
Oh, is that what?
Tace Morgan has gotten around Nolan Ford.
Wow, I just seen Ford out front, and something must have happened. I just saw him there. So Ford now in the number 2 spot behind Morgan, and Maddox Timmerman is up to 3rd.
He's coming.
I keep missing Maddox somehow or another, but he's up to 3rd. Comerford now in 4th.
Just keep doing what you're doing, and he'll
just do his thing, right?
Opposite of the announcer's curse. If you forget about what he's doing, don't talk about it, then he'll be just fine. The USMCA coaches stand just chock full of coaches over there watching these riders. That's awesome to watch. The dead center of the racetrack, a designated area for all of the coaches and trainers of these riders. So Nolan Ford trying to track down Tace Morgan. He's right there with him, so it's not over just yet. In fact, he's zooming right up to the rear wheel of Tace Morgan. Morgan out of Utah, Ford out of California. Of course, he's from Fairlane, Nolan Fairlane, Ford, California. Fairfield, close enough. They're heading back now towards Storyland. And what's the story behind Storyland? I know you know it. I just wanted you to explain to them.
Well, there was a family that basically since the inception of Loretta Lynn's back in 1982 that worked here at the facility each and every year. And, you know, it was the mom, the dad, and then they became the grandma and grandpa as they had their kids, had kids.
Family of flaggers.
It was basically, they would camp out basically from about the red zone all the way out, around, and through the waterworks. They controlled that entire area. It was all the family. They did their own thing. They brought their own food. They brought their own snacks. They relieved each other. That was it. That was Storyland, and they did an amazing job. And the family
so it's like when you drive down the highway, it says this highway was sponsored by whatever, they maintain it or whatever.
Yeah.
That's Storyland. They maintain. This is our area. You don't even have to come back here.
Don't even come back here. We'll fill in the ruts. Don't even need the bulldozer.
Yeah, we got our own tractor. I'm plowing and dozing back here. You guys don't worry about it.
But no, they were a big part of the Amateur National Motocross Championship.
Oh, your second place rider, Nolan Ford, was on the move. He goes down. He's picking the bike up. The front end just dug in and tossed him right over the bars. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. It looked like he was working on a pass on Tace Morgan, so he's now got to get back up and go to work. There is the 53 of Elliott Bosher back in 6th. So, and Ford goes down again, poor guy. The front end just tucks again. Does he keep it running? No, he's got to start that bike again. He's so tired.
Man, this is one of those situations. This is my summer right here.
That was a metaphor for your summer.
That was the metaphor for my summer. I get it. I think I'm back up.
And you went down again.
It went down again.
Well, let's hope his summer is better than yours. because yours has been awful. He's going to turn it around right here.
But I feel like I'm headed for a podium right now.
Oh, you're on the track. I can see it.
Yeah.
Let's don't wish him any more analogies with your life whatsoever in any way, fashion. There's the 53. That's who we're watching now. Elliot Bolsher finds himself in the number 3 spot. I mean, you got to be, and it's a used cliche or a tired cliche. You got to be in it to win it, but it's true.
Yeah.
Stay up on 2 wheels.
Right.
Things happen around you. There is an art to staying in the fight, staying consistent, staying on 2 wheels, keeping the bike running.
Exactly. Yeah, and we've seen that happen so many times, and it just paid off for riders throughout the course of today's motos. I've just seen it a few minutes ago, I think, in that college 18 to 24-year-old class, as a matter of fact.
So that's the number 80 of Tace Morgan, and I believe Maddox Timmerman is creeping into the shot there. There he is, the number 50. Just photobombing everything. Like Tace is trying to get his own single little shot here, and Maddox Timmerman keeps putting the peace sign behind his head every time. Woohoo, here I am. He's in every shot, photobombing. Tace Morgan, your race leader. There is your leader, and there's Timmerman right behind him.
And I tell you, Maddox has had his work cut out. I'm not saying the rest of these guys haven't either, but boy,
He's had to work. He's had to come from behind.
He has, and he's done a great job of just letting the race come to him, so to speak. We're looking at a 9.3 second gap between Tace Morgan and Maddox.
Oh, that is no longer that.
No.
There, you can see him in the shot. That's about a second's of change. Timmerman's coming. He might make the pass before he gets here.
Yeah. So something going on there for Tace Morgan, which worked out in the favor of Maddox Timmerman. And there you go. You got to be in it to win it, keep it up. And that's basically what Maddox has been doing. A consistently fast lap time that has put him into this position
So
right
that's
here.
literally the opposite of your life in a nutshell. Everything's been great for that young man, Maddox Timmerman. He's made all the right choices, doing all the right things,
I need to
around
model
all the
my-
right people. You need to go to that kid for some advice, man.
Exactly.
He's got this thing called life figured out. He's only 10. That's incredible.
It's sad but true.
Oh, man. I need some advice here, Maddox Timmerman. Tell me how you do it.
Yeah, and maybe Maddox has been one of those riders that's already been to this Dr. Kevin Elko's sports psychology clinics.
Great segue. Who is going to be talking tonight?
At 7:30 at the Monster Energy Arena. We encourage you to stop up and maybe start getting your seats about 6:45. It's going to be a full house, folks.
It will sell out even though it's not for sale. It's free. Wow. Ehab is the warm-up band. That's what we're hearing. Warm-up motivational speaker. So I just flew in, and boy, are my arms tired.
Oh, man. All right.
Yellow flags are out there through the 10 commandments, and we've got a race starting to shape up. Maddox Timmerman is 1 commandment behind. We'll just use that. He's 1 commandment behind your leader, Tace Morgan. A little slot car track now. You just got to get in that rut. It's hundreds of feet long.
Look like little pocket racers. Did you notice how long the shadows, how far across the track that rider's shadow went? It went from one side of the track almost all the way.
That one right there, three-quarters of the way across the track. That's how the sun is starting to set now. So the right goggle lens could come into play here with the ruts. The sun's starting to set. It's in your eyes, and it's setting, and there's shadows.
Yeah, how do you
Kuzo
prepare for
and the
that?
guys over 100%, or Dave Janolfi and Scott or Oakley. Who knows, man? There's all kind of goggle guys. The Oakley guys definitely have it figured out. They got the big tractor trailer. You can go get any pair of goggles you want. They'll get you set up.
Get 3 pair of goggles out there. Figure it out during the race.
Around the big sweeper right in front of the Monster Energy viewing station, there is your leader. Tace Morgan has answered the call. Timmerman has been pretty close for now, about 2 laps.
Yeah, and like we say, I mean, I'm not seeing any senses of urgency out of Maddox Timmerman.
He needs to hurry now. He's right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a consistent push. Nothing changing out of his riding. No, not at all. I mean, his lap time, 2:25 has been his fastest lap time, and he's running at a 2:26. Those have been consistent lap times.
You're right.
And they have paid off huge.
He just sat there at the 2:25 mark, and that's as good as he can go, and it will be enough maybe to win, maybe not, but he'll stay up on 2 wheels and finish up in the number 2 spot. But we're not there yet. 5 more minutes to go. He's going to try to wait this thing out. Timmerman sitting behind Tace Morgan for now 3 laps.
Yeah.
The pressure.
So, and there you go. And if Maddox continues to ride like this, he might force Tace Morgan into a mistake because of, again, just knowing he's back there at this particular point.
Anytime they start dabbing, they put that front foot out a few times, just about to go down. And Tace Morgan on the move. past the mechanics area. Look at that packed Monster Energy viewing station there on the right. Good Lord.
Good racing going on. Good stuff to be watching right now as we check
Choose your
in.
poison.
Yeah, let's check in with our top riders in the 65, 7 to 9-year-old class. We're 6 laps into this one, and we're still about 5 minutes or so out from checker flag. We got Taste Morgan, Maddox Timmerman, Elliott Boscher in the number 3 spot, Colt Martin the 47 in 4th, Braxton Mees the 15 in 5th, 6th place is the number 4 Braden Comerford, 44 Nolan Ford now in 7th, Gage Brown the number 6 in 8th, 9th place is Brayton Craigbelow, the 29. The number 10 spot is the 82 of Travis Schneider. Then 11th is the 11 of Easton Grace. Jackson Vick in 12th. Owen Malone, the 91 and 13. Sawyer Geik, the 18 and 14th. The 15th place position, the 55 of Ryder Dorigo. Nolan Murphy, the 64 in 16th. Kiki DePino now 17th aboard the 51. Deegan Miller, the 34 in 18. Pagan Andrews, the 13 in 19th place. And 20th overall, the 22 of Alex Campbell. Campigli. So if we look at this, there's Nolan Ford, Braden Comerford in the 6 and 4 spots, in the 6 and 7 spots, and then we got the number 6 back in the 8th place position, Gage Brown. Remember, he was the rider on the far outside.
He was hyped.
Yeah, so he had to work his way up. So he's done a good job of getting
Check
where
the
he is
battle out
now.
right now. Yellow flags are out, and there's the 80 on the inside, the 50 in that number 2 spot. So a sense of urgency now. You can kind of see it. Maddox Timmerman's temperament, if you will, in that number 2 spot. He is trying to ramp this up and go after Taste Morgan. He's taking a shot here and there, but the overhead view shows you just how rough this racetrack is, and one mistake and you're on the ground.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much to be forced into a mistake just from the gnarliness of the
Especially
track.
on the 65,
Right.
man. These bumps are huge.
Yeah.
This is a full-blown man's motocross track built just for me. I am capable of conquering such a manly motocross track.
White flag is out. Our leader's heading over the
You just
top.
laugh.
I did laugh. I was laughing with you, Kevin.
Yeah. Past the billboards. We got one more lap to go for our leader, Taste Morgan. And Maddox Timmerman making a race up. He's not going anywhere. He's now on the inside by the mechanics area. It is so rough there. The Mike Treadwell face braking bumps there are just brutally ugly. The track is rough and ugly and tough and terrible, just like Mike Treadwell, hence the analogy that is consistent with the ugliness of his face. The Mike Treadwell billboard bumps are just, that's the roughest, ugliest part of the racetrack.
Is Treadway here
down.
this
Don't
year?
look down.
Is
Oh.
Treadway even here this
Yeah,
year?
Treadwell is
good,
here.
good.
Yeah, I was told by Jack Camilio to give it to him.
Give it to him.
Give
He
it to
needs
him. He needs it. He goes, he deserves it. I don't know why. Treadwell's awesome. He's done nothing but be awesome to everybody, but Camilio's the guy you want to punch, right? That's the guy. All right, man. About a half a lap to go. Maddox Timmerman trying to dig deep. Oh, and he goes all the way across 45 runs. Was that
Wow.
him? And
I
he
think
stayed up.
I think so.
Holy cow. That's
Elliott
Elliott
Boscher,
Boscher
yeah,
right
Boscher's
there.
right there,
What is
too.
going on? He's gotten around Timmerman.
Yeah, he has.
With that mistake, Boscher was able to get around Timmerman, and now he is going after the number 80 of Taste Morgan.
He has got his sights set on. We might have
What
a
is happening?
complete surprise here. This one coming. I mean, not taking anything away from. I just didn't see it happening. He was 3, 4, 5 seconds
wasn't
back
in the
there.
shot.
Yeah,
And here he
now,
comes.
Yeah, now he is right there with them. I guess we've seen those lap times drop to 2:27 and 2:26 for Morgan and
Here
Timmerman.
he comes around the outside. The smooth way around. The 53 has a shot now. Look at him throwing it over that single. Holy cow, we've got about 20 seconds left of racing, and that's the last thing you want to do is deal with some crazy kid on a 65. Elliott Boscher is all over him. Right around the sweeper we go, Rodney. They're right there. Boscher trying to go up on the inside of your leader. One more turn, Rodney Tomlin.
Ran as they head into the Bermuda Triangle. One final turn. Here comes Boscher trying to put the pressure on. Chase Morgan trying to keep the pressure himself.
So close.
Wow, and Morgan will nail it down, taking the Moto 1 win here with all kinds of pressure. Boscher coming in with a 2:20 lap time that last time around,
Unbelievable.
pulling to within .668.
He
Less
was
than
4 seconds quicker than everybody. That's what pushed him past Timmerman and up into the number 2 spot, almost around Taste Morgan.
Yeah, Timmerman finishing 3rd. Colt Martin will come across the line in the 4th place position. Then it's Braxton Mees, Braden Comerford, Gage Brown, Nolan Ford, Brayton Craigbelow, and Travis Schneider we expect to see there in the top 10 as we look at that Monster Energy top 10 board there. And of course, we're going to head down to the podium where Chase and Wygan is readying these riders for the winner's circle. And of course, congratulations on a well-fought battle and a hard-fought battle, no doubt about it. Challenges, no doubt they all stood up to it. Great job for our 65cc 7 to 9-year-olds.
All right, we got it. Tace Morgan taking the Moto win. Step up front here so we can see you. Tell me about that Moto. It got pretty close there at the end.
Yeah. I just got a little tired at the end. I tried making more mistakes. And I still won.
Who do you want to thank, Tace?
My mom, dad, brother, my sister, Tyler Attray, Let's Ride, Fly, RMX, II Tank Construction, my motor builder, Factory Connection, Throttle Therapy, and everybody else. Thank you so much.
Tace Morgan taking the win. That was an exciting one there in 65. Good battle down the stretch. There we go. There we go. Good job, Cole Beach, with our photos. We'll bring up our second place finisher, who I believe is going to be Boucher. We'll bring him on up. Let's bring second place up to the stage. And Brayton Craiglow, by the way, was our whole shot winner. Brayton, if you're around, come on up. We'll give you a whole shot award. All right, second visit to the podium today for Elliott Boucher. That got crazy there at the end. How was that moto?
Pretty good.
Happy with it?
Yeah.
Want to thank some people?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the good Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. My mom, my dad, Real Deal Rob, Kevin, Wyndham, Con 14, JMC Motorsports, Fly, Racing, 100%, 16 helmets, and everything else. Thank you so much.
All right, Elliott Boucher, second place in a very competitive 65 7-9 class. There you go, get some photos. Did Temmerman hold on there for third? I know that got pretty tense there down the wire. And again, Brayton Craiglow, if you want to come up and take your Stasic Whole Shot Award. Well, I'm looking for Temmerman, third place. And bronze coming your way. All right. Here we go. Here, just turn around. We'll get you. Here, I got it. Congrats. Let's go around front. Come on front so everybody can see you. Come around front. Let's hear from Alex Temmerman. Third place. How was your race? Tell me about it.
I got a decent start. I was able to pass a lot of people in like the first and second corner. Then I just kind of, I passed someone and then went on with my race, kind of just followed Morgan. And then last lap bobbled and I forgot his name, but someone got me, and now I'm in third.
All good, man. Still up on the podium. Who do you want to thank?
Mom, my dad, Hoosiers, Fox, Flow Vision, and all the other sponsors I forgot. Thank you.
All right. Let's hear it for Maddox Temmerman taking third. Good job.